السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ازيكم عاملين ايه؟ Today inshallah we are going to speak to teachers of English in English, and we are going to speak in English. Most of the time I speak in Arabic because I want it to be helpful for larger number of teachers and even for students. But today we are going to do the right thing. We are going to speak in English. Before I start talking about writing, I have noticed that many videos and many teachers care so much about faking an accent more than they care about the content they introduce. So that is leading us to a type of teaching which is, I call it, empty teaching process. Teachers should accept speaking in Egyptian accent, and they should develop their accent, and they working on it, because actually the Egyptian accent is not that bad. So we have to apply speaking correctly. This is the most important thing. Having an Egyptian accent or something, this is not bad. And it's more important for teachers to care about the content, okay, what they teach, okay. Anyway, about teaching writing, it will be very fast, short. I know that people prefer to watch short videos. Why do we have a problem with writing? We have a problem with writing because actually we start with asking students to write. This is not good. In order to write anyone in Arabic, in English, in any other language, we need to think first. We need to have clear ideas about the topic, okay. If I'm going to ask a student to write about nuclear weapons, he has never thought of this before. He has never thought of this before, so it's not acceptable it is not normal or expected to have ideas about such a topic. So we need ideas first, then we need vocabulary to express our ideas, and we need to build structure to and organize this. And this is very famous for being 6 traits of writing. Writing 6 traits. This is very important for all teachers to know. Before you ask the students to write, you should provide them, you should help them to develop ideas. You provide them with ideas. How can I develop ideas or generate ideas? This is the right word, generating ideas. You might be able to generate ideas if you let them see or watch a video about the topic, if you open discussion, if you have a kind of graphic organizer, if you have a type of brainstorming activity, if you have a type of reading about the topic. And that's actually, if you follow or trace the curriculums and the books series, you will find that they have writing in the end of the module, in the end of the unit, because actually they generated ideas, they help it with vocabulary, they help it with structure. So if you ask them to write about something they are familiar with, they will do better. We should think of writing time as a workshop, not as a kind of session. They might not write at the 40 minutes or 50 minutes for writing. You should help them with all these tips, and then you let them write. That means I'm going to discuss, to raise some ideas, to generate ideas, to stress some phrases, some sentences, to let them see a picture, okay, to be able to generate ideas and to help them. But if you ask them to write directly, they will not be able to write even in Arabic. How can we generate ideas? We can generate ideas by offering other ideas, or raising or suggesting some ideas and discussing this together. Watching a video is something very important. After you finish your work, you might ask them to write. Then you will find that every one of them, every student, stresses the main points that he cares for, expressing his point of view, having his own style of writing, selecting some certain vocabulary more than others. So we should think of writing as the crowning process for the whole learning process of English. And we should think of writing time as a workshop, not as a session. We should help them with materials, videos, pictures, ideas, graphic organizer, discussion, stressing some phrases, stressing some sentences, even stressing some structures. If you are going to talk about the past, you might stress the structure of the past tenses, and so on. And of course, if you are going to talk about the future, you stress the structure of the future tenses. So you prepare them for writing. When you ask them to write, they will find a kind of patterns and gaps, and they are going to fill in the gaps with their ideas. This is how we should think of writing. We might write about writing styles, but actually for beginners, do not forget to generate ideas, to help them, to select or elect some vocabulary for them, to suggest some building structures, joining words. And after you finish your work, when you ask them to write, even at home, okay, it is done. It is done for them. Thank you. I wish it's helpful for me and for you and for everyone. Thank you.